Rack 'em. Squat. Left press. Rack 'em. Keep moving. Tracy, you are not moving. It's not an arm exercise. Explode.
So introduce yourselves for us.
Hi, I'm Kathy Salazar.
I'm Terri Dean.
Okay, and they just finished a group class. They've been training here at Firebells. Okay, what type of training were you doing before you started here?
I was doing Zumba.
Okay.
And I also did a power pump, the pump class.
Okay.
Body pump.
How were your results with that?
Zumba was good for weight loss. I lost some weight,
Okay.
but I, to be honest, was getting a little bored with it.
Okay. Were you seeing any strength gains or anything?
I did toning, and I did see a little bit of strength gain.
Were you in any pain?
No.
No? Okay.
Not really.
Good, good. And you, what were you doing before?
In the past, I've done a lot of runnings. I've done a lot of running. I've done some half marathons and a lot of walking.
Okay.
Played softball. I've always been an athlete, and just started doing the Firebells back in March. And I've also done some hot yoga, which I really like a lot.
Okay. Were you in any pain when you started?
Yes, I think I have a lot of old injuries from
from running and the
short
sports,
sprints, from softball and the distance, and pulled piriformis and a lot of old injuries.
Okay.
Yes.
What brought you into Firebells?
Actually, my friends were going to start doing it, and they told me about it, and I thought it was worth the shot because I wanted to get stronger. And I want to correct myself, I did have knee pain with the other workouts that I was doing.
Okay, good. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we seem to forget it. We do a lot.
Yep.
Okay, good. The group classes, what do you think?
I love them.
I prefer them. I need people around me to be motivated. I have a lot of workout videos at home that have not ever been opened.
Good.
So
A lot
I
of
need
high
that.
energy, intense.
Yeah, I need that environment.
Okay. How did you get started? Did you start off with the ignition, or did you start off with personal training to
I
get in?
started off with ignition, and I loved it. I loved it because I learned they had a lot of instructors, so they made sure that we weren't going to get hurt, and then I had a lot of motivation around me from the other people that were learning with me.
And for me, I started with some personal sessions with you, and then also I've done some work with Desiree.
Awesome.
And then I've also done the ignition.
Did you feel it was worth the investment of the personal
1000%.
sessions? Okay.
I would recommend it highly to anyone coming into Firebells. I still feel like I have such a long ways to go, but without that good solid base.
Okay.
And I did some personal training with Czar, and it literally in 10 minutes, I was better.
Feels good.
Yeah.
Good. What do you think of all the instructors overall, since there's so many different instructors?
Overall, I'm really happy with the instructors. The class we just had with Scott was amazing. I think he's going to be a giant asset to the group.
Yes.
I'm always really, really happy when I leave one of your classes. Desiree, Jessica, Czar does a phenomenal class, JJ.
Good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Now, do you feel stronger, better, more energy? What do you feel from when you started at
All of the
Firebells?
above. I mentioned my knee pain before. I don't wear. I'm still going every so often to Zumba. I don't have to wear a knee brace anymore.
Good.
My knee is stronger. Everyone's noticed my toned arms.
Good.
And
That's
I
what we
actually
want.
have a lot of people asking me about it because I am in so much better shape and I have a lot more energy and I'm happier.
I've lost about 20 pounds in the last 4 or 5 months. I feel
Awesome.
amazing. We have other people that we have in our lives now that are coming and doing the classes here and have had great, amazing results. So we're completely sold. We're signed up through the end
So I
of
would
the
say
year.
you're happy with the results here.
We're
and
happy.
you're gonna-
I'm ready to sign up for all of next year. I'm gonna. I never have done that before, and I'll tell you right now that this is the longest I've ever stuck with a program because I tend to get very bored.
Right.
And what I love about these classes is that every time you come in, it's a different workout.
Right.
Awesome.
You don't come into a boring, same routine.
And you just finished now, and are you leaving exhausted, beat down, or do you actually feel good, feel better?
Much more energy.
Good.
I was exhausted when I got here.
Right,
That's
and
what we
I'm
want.
coming back. This is the longest stretch I've had since I've been doing kettlebells, and I've been 9 days off because I've had some physical things going on. I honestly feel much better being back in the gym, and this has been the big motivator for me to try to feel better faster too, because I miss
being in here around
I miss
everybody.
being in these classes, and if I end up, you know, out in the pocket, I think I'm going to just come and sit and watch people do the class just so I can keep it, you know, feeding my fire, because it's been amazing.
Same thing. I missed 5 days. Not missed, but I went away for the weekend, and I felt sluggish those 5 days. And the minute I got back here, I'm back to feeling energetic.
And I only have one more thing I'd like to say. I don't know if you caught it early on, but Kathy mentioned that she was coming here with friends, and I saw her look at me. So I believe, I believe Kathy called me her friend.
Awesome.
Incorrect. No, and not just the people, our friends that we've come with. I've made new friends.
Right.
Exactly.
I get along with other people. Yeah, and it's the best.
So the environment is it positive and
love it.
Completely non-threatening.
Right.
I'm very intimidated of gym situations and settings, but this is non-intimidating, non-threatening. I know I can come to you guys with any of my questions. I've pulled you offline when I've been like, I can't, you know, an old injury is flaring up, and you'll help me work through it. And the goal is just to continue to get stronger and continue having fun. It's good.
All right then. Well, thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you.